What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only, Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Said It Show. Over 2,200 episodes since 2014, 700,000 streams globally. None of this is possible without you guys, so thank you so much for the shares, the cares. It makes a huge difference. Today, we have someone very special with us because you guys know I'm always traveling around, Georgia. I'm always about my local businesses, and I love meeting new brands that I've never heard of before and trying their product. And so today we have the wonderful Amanda of Southern Baked Pies. Hey, Amanda.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. I was telling someone the other day, I was in Duluth for an event, and you guys had a table set up and everything, and they were insistent. They're like, you got to try the pecan. I was like, I don't know. I'm not usually a pecan fan. I'd prefer like more an apple or a peach cobbler-ish type of thing. And they're like, no. You got to try the pecan. It's going to change your mind. They told me. They said, this is going to change your mind about pecan pies. And oh my gosh, it did. It absolutely did. That's the best pecan pie I've ever had in my life. And I'm not a pecan fan, but I love your pie. It was so good. Oh my gosh.
That is the greatest compliment. I can't thank you enough. I know as we were, speaking earlier, we talked about how you just want a dessert sometimes that's really good quality and not so full of sugar. And so pecan pie is one of those things that sometimes you get it's too syrupy and sugary. But we try and roast all of our nuts that we put in our pecan pies. We use large South Georgia pecans and then the large mammoth pecans. So we buy those locally, and I just think that makes all the difference. We don't overly sugar our product. So I'm glad you loved it.
I absolutely did that. I took a couple home that day. But, yeah, I did. I managed to do that. And, of course, I had my nieces over for the weekend. They're twins. And they devoured most of one of the pies. I had to put the other one in the freezer. I said, no, we're not touching this pie.
You can have one, but you can't have
You can have one. That's what I'm saying. Now you're being a little selfish, all right? A little greedy, all right?
That's right. You're being a little greedy now.
Oh, my goodness. But I wanted to get from you, what is the secret behind the all-butter crust that everyone is talking about with you?
Oh, well, I think that is truly, I guess I would say, our claim to fame. It's really hard to find a true all-butter pastry dough. Now, when you go in the stores or, the grocery store, you go to a restaurant, so many things are made with palm oil and just, margarine and the fake ingredients. So to have an all-butter, tender, flaky crust just makes a total difference in the pies. And that's really what we're known for, that hand-pleated crust that just kind of melts in your mouth when you take a bite of it.
Oh, my gosh. Such an incredible pie and an incredible crust around the bat. But, Amanda, where did things start? How did you guys come to be?
Oh, my goodness. So I really just started. I grew up in Southern kitchens and cooking with my mom and grandmother in the kitchen on the weekends. And every weeknight, my mom put together truly just a 30-minute Southern meal. And we always had dessert. So I grew up loving dessert. And it could be something simple like, strawberries with whipped cream. It didn't have to be over the top. But she always ended the meal with something sweet. And it might even be a thing of box brownies. She didn't have time to make it from scratch. But I always looked forward to that part of the meal. And so when I, got married and moved to Gainesville, I started making some pies out of the house that my mother-in-law came into town and taught me to make. She actually taught me how to make the pie crust. And I thought it would be a nice way to meet the neighbors since we were new. Well, my husband would come in on his lunch break and end up eating a slice of the pie after I had made it. So you really can't take a half-eaten pie to your neighbors.
Oh.
So one day he said, look, you just need to sell these. I've signed you up for a festival. You're making all these pies. You need to try and sell them. And so that was on a Tuesday, and I started selling pies on a Thursday at a festival in Gainesville, Georgia, and it all grew from that right there.
Wow, that is incredible. Shout out to Gainesville. I was actually living out there in Oakwood for a bit, so I love the area.
Really?
Yes.
Great area.
Yeah. Amazing.
We were neighbors for a little while.
We were. Look at that. You see how God works things out. I love it.
That is so true. I should have brought you a pie. That would have been the real neighborly thing to do.
No, next time. We'll catch up soon. I'm sure we will.
That's right. That's right.
What is the most surprising way that a first-time customer has reacted to your pie?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I have this great story. I was at my second festival that I had ever sold at, and I did the first one, and then the next weekend I had the bug and did another one. And this grandmother comes up in like one of the scooters kind of thing you ride in, and she comes up, and her grandson is right beside of her, and he's kind of like leading her chair up to the front of the booth, but there was a huge line. So the little boy just kind of wheels her up to the front, and he says, "What are you selling?" And I said, "Well, I've got, homemade pies. I've got pecan pie, chocolate chess, French coconut custard." And he said, "I love pecan pie. How much is it?" And I said, this little boy had to be like maybe 8 at the most, 7, 8, or 9. And I said, "It's $4.95. It's $4 for a slice." That's what it was back then. And he looks at his grandmother, and his grandmother looks up at me, and she goes, "I would never pay $4 for a slice of pie." And the little boy's face just like looks broken. I mean, just it broke my heart. Yeah. So they walk off, and then the little boy, I see him talking to her to the side, and she begrudgingly gives him $4. So I see him with his $4, and there's a line all the way out our tent, but I didn't care. I just, kind of the little boy and said, "Come over here. Do you want to pick out your slice of pie?" And he picked out a slice of pecan. And I watched him take his first bite, and his little eyes just lit up. And that was a gift right there. But then I watched him walk over to his grandmother, and he said, "Here, grandmother, you take a bite." And he hands her a bite of pie, and she took a bite of it. And all of a sudden, she takes that scooter and puts it into drive and drives straight back up to the front and said, "That is the best pie I have ever put in my mouth, and I need a whole one." And so at that point, like, that's my favorite reaction I've ever gotten out of anybody. And it was really fun.
That is an incredible story. Look at you, just flipping people, just making them believers. I love it.
That's right.
Yes.
Spreading the pie love.
I love that. That's amazing. Now, I mean, are you team warm it up with some ice cream or straight from the fridge when it comes to pies?
Oh my gosh, I'm warm it up and put some ice cream with it, especially on the fruit pies. Our peach pie, we make it throughout the summer with different peaches, and when you put that with that warm slice of peach pie, it's like a peach cobbler. It's actually my grandmother's peach cobbler recipe, and then you put that, delicious scoop of vanilla ice cream with it. It's the best.
Oh my God. Okay, so I think you guys were sold out of the peach when I got there, so I got to put that on my list.
We probably were. Because the peach pie is always June. We do the peach crumble in July. We do the peach lattice.
Oh, okay. So maybe I didn't miss it then. Okay. Well,
they were probably sold out that day though.
Yeah, I think
it was.
Yes, as I hear. Often I hear. Now, but for you, Amanda, is there anything coming up? Where's the next place or the next time that people can actually see you guys live and in action?
We have our big birthday celebration that's coming up this week. It's actually happening on Saturday. So, we have tons of giveaways in the store. We've encouraged all of our customers to bring a friend. We do drawings when you get there to see what you win. So it's just a fun day with a lot of different specials that we have coming up. We'll be in business 14 years, which is hard for me to even begin to believe. So that's one neat thing we have coming up. And then for the holidays, we start gearing up really early in September and October, really mainly in September, for all of the holiday pies. So people start getting their pre-orders in now to make sure that they get the select pie that they want. And then we also are gearing up for a bunch of corporate gifting. So a lot of businesses will order pies to send to their clients to say thanks for a little slice of your business this year. And, it makes great holiday gifts for clients and people who have given you referrals and just friends like you that you want to just send something and just say, thanks for the opportunity of letting me be on your show and things like that. So we will be at a lot of markets as well throughout the fall season. Pretty much any market I feel like that is in Atlanta, we're probably popping up at. A lot of the gift shows we'll be at. So a lot of good things coming on the horizon.
Love hearing that. And for people that want to put in their pre-orders, because I know that things will sell out quick and soon, where do they need to go?
Okay. So the first thing that they can do is just call the store. It's 404-263-0656, and they can place their orders over the phone that way. All the stores know all of the holiday flavors. I'll tell you one that is super popular is the cranberry apple pecan pie. People go nuts over it, and they pre-order it in advance, and oftentimes it is completely sold out by December 1. And that's actually when it launches. But we pre-sell those, and people love them. So occasionally you get lucky and find one in the store that they go quickly. So they can always do that. They can always order online. If you go to our website, southernbakedpie.com, you can pick your ship date 365 days in advance. I always tell people, I'm like, go ahead and pre-order your pies, and that way you don't have to think about it at Christmas, and you just pick your ship date that you want it to arrive in December.
Oh my God!
And I would love to share a special free shipping offer with your all of your listeners.
Yes.
So I would love to offer that. And you know what? Why don't we just do code ASH at checkout? And that way, when they go to checkout, they can just enter ASH, and they can put your name in, and then they will get free shipping on 3 pies or more. So, they could get a breakfast pie, a dinner pie, a chicken pot pie. You can feed the family when they're in town for the holidays. Maybe the night before Christmas is a great thing, or the night before Thanksgiving when you're cooking up all that delicious food for the next day and a little worn out. But and then they can order their dessert pies.
Yes. Okay, so now you got me interested. Let's talk a little bit about the breakfast pie. Now I'm hungry. What's it?
Oh my gosh, the breakfast pie. So I love our quiches. Our spinach and mushroom quiche is great if you're vegetarian. Delicious mozzarella cheese in there. It's not, sometimes quiches can be kind of dense and overly eggy to me. Even though it is a quiche, it should be eggy. But these are like light and airy and flavorful. And then our quiche Lorraine is my personal favorite with the bacon and the cheeses, and it's just phenomenal. Sauteed onions, it's wonderful.
Oh wow, like I said, I'm about to get onto the website as soon as we get off here to get in my pre-orders, because I'm getting my stuff for holidays, because I want to get the cranberry apple pecan. Oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. Amanda.
It's so good.
It has been a pleasure having you on my show. I would love for you to come back and share with us, because I know there's going to be other things going on. There's going to be new flavors and new things going on with you guys. I would love for you to come back and share with us. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, I would be honored to come back anytime, and thank you for just giving me this opportunity, and it was just lovely talking to you.
Absolutely, and much more success to you and your whole team that's bringing this vision to life. 14 years is no small feat, so congratulations. That is really huge.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.